Why would people on earth develop a concept about God if they haven't experienced that which they teach?
The main reason why is because they have lived with parents who were violent and punishing. And that made them openly disposed to the concept of God that is also open and openly punishing.
But there's always an origin of everything.
Yes, so, the emotions are the origin of everything, is what I'm suggesting.
Right.
When I have an emotion inside of me that my parents told me they loved me, and yet they violently harmed me, and then somebody introduces the concept of God to me, I will assume that if that person says God is loving, that means that God may potentially violently harm me. Because that's what happened when I was a child with my parents.
You also know there's feelings, there's thoughts I have about you and the concept of God that troubles me.
What's those troubles?
Your name was used as an expression of God, that you are himself.
Yes, and it's quite obvious that I'm not God, right?
Well, now I know that.
Yeah.
And that you simply have an expression of that. But I was challenged by Erika telling me this. You'll meet the person who is not God, but who is Jesus. And you're such a lovely fellow that I can see that you're not God.
Exactly. I'm just a normal person, right?
You're just a normal person. But people on earth don't know that.
No. Many of them believe that Jesus is God, right?
And when I was on earth, many things were done.
In the name of Jesus. Which was just as bad as doing them in the name of God.
Yes. It's synonymous.
Yes.
As the same thing.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, many things were done in my name which are completely opposite of what I would want done.
But did you not introduce the concept of God to mankind?
I did, but unfortunately most of mankind distorted that concept.
Is it because they never had the experience of the feelings?
No, it's mostly, well, it's because they never had the experience of the feelings coming from God, yes, but they also had this predisposition, which is about their parents. Parents who told them that they loved them while at the same time harming them.
Okay, very similar to myself.
Same as yourself. And that makes a person open or disposed to believing in a violent God, a punishing God, who justifies violence. And of course God does not justify violence.
It's good to know.